Today I'm showing you a quick and easy painting method. My aim today was to use some colors I love, to be free and loose, and not put any pressure on myself. I used 3 main colors plus black and white. The tools I used are easily accessible and can also be modified to use what you have on hand. I used some masking tape to divide a piece of paper into 4 sections, then started off with some fun scribbly circular shapes. I used Stabilo woody pencils in several colors for this. It's fun to play like a child, to warm up and get started. I used a kitchen spatula to put down some wide strokes of color, and then used an icing spreader for a second color. I like the unpredictability that these tools give, and I use them often. I removed some of the paint and exposed part of the layer below by using a silicone color shaper. I really like this effect also. Next up was a brayer with white to smudge some of the colors together, fill in some of the blank spaces, and add another layer on top of the brighter colors. I added another color, mainly filling in spots that hadn't been covered yet. Then I started creating my own color mixes by adding white and later black to my starting 3 colors. This gives me variation in the tone of colors. The colors I'm using are beside each other on the color wheel, so they harmonize nicely without making a muddy color when mixed. I'm not really paying attention to the tape, so when I remove it, there will be a nice surprise. I want the background to be soft and blended, and the foreground to be more defined and messy. As I go along, I'm loosely using some of the lines I can see below the surface to emphasize some shapes that I'm drawn to. After removing the tape to see what's below, I added some loose, messy marks with a white pencil. I emphasized some of the lower layer lines with black charcoal and smudged it in places with a bit of water. I was pretty happy with them after I cut them into 4 separate pieces and thought about just leaving them as is, but it seemed like they needed a little something else. I couldn't decide what accent color to use, but decided on some touches of yellow. Yellow is opposite the main colors on the color wheel, so it was a good contrast. What color would you have added at the end? This method is really fun and easy to do and gives some nice results. The key is to use some related colors and to mix them with black and white. It looks good when you have a variety of light, medium, and dark color tones, and I really like the bold contrast of the black and white and the pop of yellow at the end. A lot of the lower layers get covered up, but they can give you some guidelines and ideas for the marks on the future layers when you see them peeking through the surface. I also think that the lower layers helped me warm up. When I look at the finished results, it gives me a sense of the playfulness I felt at the beginning. It was a lot of fun making these paintings, and I'm going to get some small frames and put them up on the wall. You could modify the color palette for these and try reds and oranges, or blues and greens, and those would be really nice also. What color combinations are you going to try? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time, and until then, enjoy your creative journey.